Defensive clearance went off the post. Bodies went tumbling over the line and into touch along with the ball, and one player appears to be shaken up down there. And it's Mendez, of all people, who got hurt early in the ball game and got a bloody nose, but appears to be okay here and is back on his feet. They may have to substitute him out, however. Zach Johnson, the great Falls keeper, using the stoppage to race over to the bench and grab another water bottle and tossing it back in behind the net. Medical personnel, along with Coach Paul Zazensky, taking a look at Mendez, but they'll jog him off the field now, and he will come out. See if the Argos are going to make a substitution or bring him right back in again. Mendez is standing at the center line waiting to go. One of the subs comes over there, but Mendez will come back into the game immediately, and we resume play. Good little bump right there by David Jimenez to try to create some space, but unsuccessful maintaining possession. Geronimo to Cornelia. Has time again and turns and finds space on the right-hand side with Denmark. Long diagonal behind Dansu. Now the flick on. Chamberlain almost got that over the defense to Dansu. Cleared by Sliwa, and it comes out to Degadillo. Nice turn here by Martinez, some space. Not a well-played ball, and all red there to intercept for Concordia. On a hop, a battle for it. And Sliwa, incidental collision and contact there with Di Pasquale. Jimenez, 25 yards out. Cavs get a little piece of that, and this time there's a whistle. Cornelia hitting it. There wasn't nearly as much. French sending the ball out and continues to argue with the referee, and French has got to be careful. He's had a couple disputes with the official, and so the last thing that he would need is another card for the Cavaliers. Ryan Abbott backs him up. Geronimo got a yellow for the Cavs in the first half. And Pedro Chavez at the same time for Great Falls. O'Neal over the ball. High and deep, and a goal kick for the Cavaliers. Concordia 1 and Great Falls nothing. 7 minutes gone here in the second half. Zach Johnson, an all-conference selection in the Frontier Conference at keeper last year. Sends this one down. Chamberlain. I'm sorry, that was Dolly actually playing the ball there. Of course, the Cavaliers won. Chamberlain. Into touch, and it's ruled a throw-in for Great Falls. Don't forget, the women's opening round game against Westminster comes your way starting at 7 p.m. Scheduled start here at Tuaman and Yard. We'll have that before you on the Cavalier Sports Network. Denmark playing it back. Second opportunity for Cornelia, and he gives it away again under pressure. Jimmy Sliwa ahead for David Jimenez. Jimenez anticipating contact, went down on his own. Sliwa will play it outside now for Miguel Mendez. Mendez further ahead for Alex Martinez. Martinez into the box, man behind, flag is up. Hard for us to see, it's well down the sideline, but he appeared off, and they will call Degadillo offside. Second offside call against the Argonauts. Delgadillo coming to chase the ball and try to get it set back up and into play. Dolly checking over with Drew Brooks, the AR2, to make sure he's got the ball at the right spot, and we resume action. Winner of this game will face the number 6 seed Grandview of Iowa. Grandview defeated Mid-American Nazarene by a 3-1 score earlier today in the opening round game that was concluded a little while ago. Grandview now 17-2-2 for the year. Martinez. Sliwa. Sends it back to Theodorson. Mendez, who's been all over the field, will shove as he tried to clear, and he'll get whistled for the call. Cavs play it back the other way. On ball, Chamberlain can't control it. Richie Ponce over on the far side of the last action. He's on the ball again now. He and Mendez with similar hairstyles, and over on that far side now under the lights, hard to read the numbers, and it was Ponce 19 instead of Mendez 12 in that last angle. Guzman for Miguel Mendez. Square ball, Sliwa. Cavaliers yielding a little bit of space and finally surround him and take it away. Dipe Squally with some room. 2 runners right. Takes on a pair of defenders instead and gets bodied off the ball. Say it was deflected and a throw in for Concordia. Quickly taken by Dipe Squally. Again, numbers for Concordia. Chamberlain will take the long drive himself and it goes wide. Had Denmark to his right and Dansu making a diagonal run across his face. Elected to take the long shot himself. Theodorson with the ball. Trying to get a runner to come through. Now it's Delgadillo. Tackled away by Geronimo to Dipe Squally. Concordia trying to find a way to get an insurance goal here. Add to the first half marker from Chamberlain. Mendez. For a Great Falls throw-in. Second all-time meeting between these two programs. Concordia winning 5-0 at Delta Park in Portland in a non-conference matchup during the regular season last year. Chamberlain trying to play a little two-touch. Read and intercepted by Jimenez. Keeps the ball in play and is able to turn on Geronimo and hold. Mendez gets free to Delgadillo. Off the arm on the deflection, no intent rule. It's right in front of the official. Jimmy Sliwa there. Long ball down into the corner. And the ball hammered out into the street over the back fence. Somebody tell David Jimenez he has to go get it. For Great Falls, Jimmy Sliwa will check out. And Manuel Espinoza returns to the lineup. Dolly with the kick up to midfield. Given away to Geronimo. Has some space. First touch to Dansu, who couldn't control. Good looking ball that time by Geronimo. Chamberlain able to get in the way of that one. Had a foul call, however. He played ball first and then ran into the Great Falls player, Richie Ponce. Cavs dispossessed momentarily, but Sliwa with it again for Alex Martinez. For the back post, O'Neal nowhere near it. Claims he was being held, but would not have reached that ball, and Cole Dolly able to clear it. Headed away by Ponce. Nice one-touch volley to keep the ball in play. All red with for Concordia to Dipe Squally. Denmark returns the ball to the Concordia co-captain. He's had a fairly quiet game so far. Sent the one long ball that released Denmark, whose cross found Chamberlain for the goal, but other than that, not a lot of midfield control by Dipe Squally. Nice step in here by Mendez and on the run. And it'll be a corner kick off the foot of Tanner French. Espinoza to take the corner kick. Off the head of an attacking Marius Theodorsson at 6'2", who got up above the Concordia defense but sent it wide. Dolly was at his mercy that time. Jimmy Sliwa back in after only about a minute's rest. He comes right back in for Manuel Espinoza. So not sure if Coach Paul Zazinski needed to talk to him about something specific or why they would have made that brief substitution, but they did. At midfield, Sliwa to the ball. Denmark able to get it to Aronimo. Couldn't get control of the ball, though. The ball played him, but he gets a break here as the man falls down. Sends ahead to Dansu on the sideline. Dansu with a pair of defenders, has a man to leave. Instead, he'll poke it across the face, and it's intercepted there by Paul Sliwa. Not great ball control that time by Concordia, as they didn't make the most of that opportunity. Allred coming in hard with it closed, and they say it's last touch by Delgadillo for a throw in for Concordia. Past the hour mark, Concordia 1, Great Falls nothing. Winner goes on to Alabama to face Grandview in the second round of the tournament next week. Battle won there for the Cavs by Chamberlain and then taken away. Great Falls has been solid defensively as well. The one lapse when the keeper missed the cross for the goal. Jimenez on the counter. Pasquale there first, sends back to French, but the Cavs will give possession right back again as Miguel Mendez just lets the ball go into touch. Guzman sends to Theodorsson. Now O'Neill is coming out a lot wider and a lot deeper into the attack. He was sitting at the 18 most of the first half. Sliwa with some time again. Brings it back to Guzman. Turn here by Jimenez. O'Neill into the box. Shot for goal for Great Falls. One blink by the defense is all it takes. And Ryan O'Neill has equalized for the Argonauts. .41 the time of the goal. O'Neill with the goal, the assist to David Jimenez. We are tied at 1-1. Just what I was going to say, the Concordia defense has done a good job against the constant build-up of Great Falls. It's hard to stay disciplined and stay with that. They got one ball through. O'Neill beat the defender on a turn, and this time everything linked up for the Argonauts. For O'Neill, his 20th goal of the season. He had 18 as a junior, 10 as a sophomore. Among the top 10 in the country in scoring, and he equalizes his playoff game with a little less than a half hour remaining in the second half. Pasquale. Geronimo towards the 18. Taken away by the Argonaut defense. O'Neill all the way in his back half. Green went with him. Intercepted, but it goes to Paul Sliwa. Outside in the corner for Delgadillo. First time for O'Neill. Bumps into the defender and tries to draw a foul. He's not going to be successful. Ball covered there, no whistle. Now to the top of the box. O'Neill trying to get it on the turn. It's poked free. Gets it back. Three defenders there. And Canelia able to send it to midfield. Dansu holding. Finds Di Pasquale. Runners the other direction. He spots them. Played a little late, and it was well read on a pass that was not as accurate as it needed to be, and Richie Ponce steps in for Great Falls. Ponce to Jimmy Sliwa, and a little extra bounce in the steps of the Argonauts right now as they've come back and leveled on Concordia's home field. Cavaliers unbeaten at home this year. Mind you, all those games save one on a different surface than this. Brand new stadium opened last weekend. Delgadillo on the outside. Around the corner, pressured there by Allred. The ball goes into touch, and it's a goal kick for Concordia. Delgadillo trying to buy a corner out of that one, and the referee, Ryan Abbott, right there. Dolly beaten for only the 4th time this season. Up high in a tangle there between players. Theodorson down hard on the turf after he tripped, and the Concordia player with whom he collided went down and has stayed down and not moving right now. Theodorson back up, and the Cavalier player now slowly getting up to his feet.
And he was using both arms.
O'Neill will come out of the lineup for Great Falls. No, he's just going to go over to the bench and get a sip of water, it appears. And he was jogging over toward the bench momentarily. Ruled a drop ball apparently out near midfield.
I've heard that.
No, pero no dio tiempo de mal.
Concordia getting the ball here, poked ahead, past a couple defenders, but unable to find Dancer. Time here on the turn again. Back to the backside on the long run for Geronimo. Flag up. And the official, now looking, the ball went into touch, and it's a throw in for Great Falls. Substitution for Great Falls. Pedro Chavez returns to the lineup, replacing Danny Delgadillo. Senior in for a freshman. 66th minute of play. Concordia 1 and Great Falls 1. Cavaliers scoring the first half, the Argonauts in the second. Chavez. Good patience here, circling, waiting, trying to find and probe. O'Neill through 2 defenders. Just a shade too long. Really a lovely ball, and O'Neill with another step might have been able to get a touch to it. And would have had Dolly at his mercy again. Chamberlain for Geronimo. Intercepted by Miguel Mendez on another nice play. Sliwa poked ahead, but the Cavaliers will get it at midfield with Tanner French. He'll try to go long down Route 1. Flicked by Chamberlain to Dansu. Has runners, couldn't get it through. Has a second chance. Left-footed shot will go high over the center of the goal. Geronimo down for the Cavs. Out near midfield. And time will be taken as he'll have to hobble off the field. Cavaliers will have to make a quick substitution with a non-warmed up player. Geronimo able to get a little bit more speed now as he gets off the field, and Daniel Anderson will come in for him. Johnson sending it to midfield. Cornelia's header finds punts for Great Falls. Ahead and some running room here for Martinez. Strong for O'Neill. Little shove on Green. The ball is in the net. Holy cow. Boy, O'Neill got away with a push and took Green off balance and then chipped it into the net. And the Argonauts, celebrating with their fans, have gone in front of Concordia by a 2-1 score. What looked to be a fairly innocuous ball. And all of a sudden, there was O'Neill with a little touch. It still didn't look that harmful. And in it went. 66-29 officially, the time of the goal. O'Neill's second of the game, his 21st of the year. So now Concordia has to play catch-up, and Great Falls doesn't have to look to be quite as aggressive.
I didn't see it.
So it was either 9 or 11, but
I saw 9 had a touch.
Huh?
I thought 9 had a touch.
I think so. Pedro Chavez with the assist on that goal. And O'Neill puts Great Falls ahead here with a little more than 20 minutes to play. All red for Dansu. Now give the Argonauts credit. They've played build up all day long. They've made the most of the opportunities they've had, and O'Neill's been able to get through the middle of the defense twice. Throw into Concordia.
Let's go, Jim! Let's go!
All red with the throw. Dansu for Chamberlain.
Let's go, Argos! Let's go! Let's go!
Amelia for Di Pasquale.
Let's go! Let's go, Argos! Let's go!
Candello ball cleared away by Guzman. And Candello lets it go into touch. Long throw. For Chavez, O'Neill running against the defense. Chavez won't get to it, and All Red sends long. The possession right back again to Great Falls. Off the head of Chamberlain. O'Neill a lot of contact with Green. He gives out more than he takes, I think. Anderson. Ball in between two Concordia players and easy to clear. The pass is just not linking as well as they could be for the Cavs today. Handed away by Guzman. Mendez. To Sliwa. Now they can play build up all day long and knock the ball around. Subs up on the far side for Concordia.
Go, Taylor!
Well hit by Cornelia, but going in white there. Saving tackle by Guzman as the deflection might have released Dansu. Now Chamberlain chipped too deep, nobody there, and it's gobbled up by Zach Johnson. For O'Neill, spins trying to get by All Red, beats another defender down the far side, and O'Neill in full gallop to the box. Taken away by Green, but it's a corner kick for Great Falls. 71st minute of play. Great Falls 2, Concordia 1. Alex Martinez moving as slowly as possible to the ball for the corner kick.
19 minutes left, boys! This is our game!
Ryan Abbott watching everywhere he can to try to make sure there's not any time wasting. Headed by French, still loose, to the foot of Sliwa off of O'Neill. Sliwa turning this time after Paul's shot. Sliwa's left-footed one from Jimmy. Saved nicely by Dahlia. Good-looking shot. The ball always rising out that left-footed turn. Probably a little off-balance chip that gets it out to Anderson. Send back to Candela. Cavaliers now must find a way to beat a Great Falls defense. It's pushing guys further back. Good move by Jimenez. Chavez. Di Pasquale with enough pressure. The Cavaliers knock it free. Denmark. Cavalier co-captain. Pass to Sliwa. Pass ball, then pass Jimmy. Got them both. Anderson plays out wide. Di Pasquale pushing it farther ahead. To the 18, trying to wind through traffic. Dansu onside. Deep ball. Goes into touch. It's a goal kick for Great Falls. Substitutes getting set now for Concordia. Denmark will check out. And Dansu also out. Quinn Sincer, 6-foot freshman from Bellevue, Washington. And Radcliffe McDougall, sophomore from Mercer Island, Washington.
Number 10.
In the lineup for the Cavaliers.
I don't know where it is. Go.
Neal losing a shin guard.
Yeah, Arco!
Stop there to get that back to him. And we now resume play with the throw for Concordia. Chamberlain off the second chance. Mendez with some pressure. Chamberlain keeps possession, but his pass is read and intercepted by Guzman. Candela. Chamberlain hit hard there by Sliwa since he was wide. Chamberlain pushing Sliwa off of him, but that whistle coming later than it needed to as Paul Sliwa hard to collide with Chamberlain.
Hey, Paul! Here's the line!
Pasquale with the free kick deep into the box. Johnson fumbles it away. Ball loose, cleared by the defense. Still in the 18 and now knocked out. Counter attempt here. Chavez. Numbers screaming, left it short of O'Neal. And Concordia will send it the other direction. Ponce tangling. Knocks the ball into touch. And he has a few words for Quinn Sincer as the two collided over by the sideline. It's a throw into Concordia. Time for Martinez. Chavez. Mendez. Jimmy Sliwa. Trying to turn inside. Candela up to that task. French for Chamberlain. Good flick outside to Anderson. Needs some numbers as the defense is back well. And a good turn and interception solidly played by Juan Guzman. To the touch by Di Pasquale for a throw in for Great Falls. Shirt pull there by Candela. Jimenez unable to control the ball. Cavs get away with a little bit there. But the throw in taken away by Great Falls. Di Pasquale reading and stepping in and got tripped by Jimmy Sliwa. He tried to play the ball late and it'll be a free kick to Concordia. Di Pasquale taking it with a runner well inside the 10-yard. Jimenez running right in front of the free kick intentionally. O'Neal hammering this one out to midfield, and the Cavs will have to rebuild. 15 minutes remaining. Great Falls 2, Concordia 1. Cleared by Miguel Mendez. Alex Martinez losing balance a little bit to O'Neal. Back to Jimmy Sliwa. The Cavaliers contest. Green's ball goes right to Alex Martinez, however. Call on Cavaliers. Free kick. just inside the midfield stripe. Headed away by Green. Right, 2 punts without a white shirt in sight, and Great Falls is able to build up again. Chavez back for Paul Sliwa. Dorson will play it wide. He and Ponce will just continue to team up and knock the ball all around. Lots of open Great Falls players. Concordia is going to have to increase the pressure in the marking, or they'll be chasing the ball, watching the clock run out. Jimmy Sliwa. Outside now for Ponce. Runs by a couple defenders. To Jimenez. Chavez all day long. Pass a little bit in front of Ponce, and sliding gives up possession to Cavaliers. Great Falls content to continue to mark. Bringing all their players on the other side of midfield. Even O'Neal back to help a little bit right now. Amelia. Chamberlain with a little time to turn, trying to find someone to slide the ball to. Gets it to Cornelia now. He'll go outside with it. Sincer around the defender, still in play, pulls it across, deflection across the face of the goal, kept in by Anderson. Back post, run for it there, both players missing the ball. And Marius Theodorson has it for Great Falls. Knocks it into touch for a throw-in, and a player shaken up. Back down at the goal line again for Great Falls. In that tangle at the back post, one of the Argos went down and stayed down.
Hey, let's go, Black! Who's on goal?
Concordia throw in. The Cavs looking to bring a player on, I think. Jared Brace on for Radcliffe McDougall. Not quite sure what's going on here. They're going to play a drop ball because of the confusion. That's well done. And allow play to continue. 12 minutes of regulation time remaining. The Cavaliers need to find an equalizer in that time. Played outside for David Jimenez. Gets by French and into the box. Jimenez. Shot off the post. To O'Neal. Shot wide into the side netting. Great Falls looking very potent on the attack. They'll look for opportunities to counter to put this game away if they can.
Defense! Everything here, boys!
Ollie's goal kick to the midfield. Mendez first to it. Jimenez to Jimmy Sliwa. Back again for Juan Guzman. Nice 1-2 passing. Martinez to Chavez. Sincer getting control of the ball for Chamberlain. Whistle and a foul on Cornelia, and I think the card's going to come out here. Yes, it will. Yellow card to Cornelia. A little more than 10 minutes remaining. Second yellow of the game against the Cavaliers. Alex Martinez comes out of the lineup for Great Falls. And Manuel Espinoza will return for the Argonauts. Great Falls players starting to give each other high fives and celebrate a little bit as they feel they've got control of this game. O'Neal unable to get to the ball, but it's headed back to him facing goal. Took a little extra time on the dribble, switch foot, 4 defenders there, breaks through all of them, and then finally Green, the 5th defender, is able to knock it away. Good control again by O'Neal. Cavaliers trying to counter. Theodorson first to it for Great Falls, turns the ball outside,